My child, please open this. I, your God, have come with an emergency message for you tonight. I could not wait until morning, for heaven itself is pressing upon my heart to reach you now. I speak to you because the moment has come. You almost missed this moment, but my spirit pulled you here because this message carries the rescue your soul has been crying for. Everything within you that has felt tired, unseen, forgotten, or near the edge of breaking tonight, I have come to lift it, to speak into it, to breathe life into it again. Do not let distraction pull you away. This is not random. It is not coincidence. This is divine interruption. Heaven stopped for this moment to meet with you. There is a holy silence in heaven as I speak. The angels have gathered, not to watch but to witness what happens in your heart as you hear my words. The air between heaven and earth is charged with the love that has been waiting to reach you. The same voice that formed the stars now whispers to you by name. I know you. I have always known you. Before this day began, before this night settled around you, I saw you. I saw the weight you carry, the thoughts that chase you when the world grows quiet. I saw how you have tried to keep going, even when your strength ran thin. And now, I have come to you, not with anger or disappointment, but with the urgency of love that will not rest until you know how seen you are. Listen closely, my child. There are things I must tell you before the night passes. There are words that cannot wait for another day. Time is moving swiftly, and heaven's clock is ticking toward moments you do not yet see. I speak because I do not want you to drift. I speak because I have plans for you that the enemy has been trying to delay. He has whispered lies into your mind telling you that you are too late, that you are too lost, that I have turned my face away. But those are lies. I am still here. I never left. I am closer to you right now than the air that fills your lungs. My heart beats for you, not against you. I need you to hear this with the full weight of heaven's urgency. This message carries life. Every word that I speak tonight has purpose. Every sentence hath been written with your name upon it. Do not click away. Do not turn your eyes aside. What I am about to reveal has the power to change the direction of your heart. I have watched you wander through confusion, searching for answers that the world cannot give. I have heard you whisper in the quiet, asking, God, do you still see me? Do you still care? And tonight, I answer, yes, my beloved. I see you, I care, and I have come to help you find your way again. Heaven moved for this moment. Angels have been sent to guard the space where you sit now. My spirit is surrounding you even as you read these words. Can you feel it? That stirring within your chest, that quiet pull at your heart, that is me. It is not imagination. It is not coincidence. It is the sound of eternity calling to you. I am near. I am leaning close. Every breath you take right now is soaked in my presence. I have come because I could no longer stay silent while you carried so much alone. This is an emergency message, not because I want to frighten you, but because your soul has been crying louder than your words. You have reached points of breaking, of almost giving up, of pretending you were fine when you were not. I have seen it all. I have seen you hold yourself together while no one else noticed how fragile you felt. I have watched you face storms you told no one about. And through it all, my mercy has been holding you together. I have been speaking softly, but the noise of life has drowned my voice. Tonight, I am raising it not in anger, but in love that refuses to be ignored. Do you know why heaven calls this an emergency? Because you matter that much. Because your heart, your destiny, your peace are too valuable to lose to the shadows. You have been standing at a crossroad, unsure which path to take. You have wondered if there is still hope, if there is still time, if I still have a plan for you. Hear me now. Yes, there is hope. Yes, there is time. And yes, I have a plan that the darkness has tried to bury but cannot destroy. The heavens are still. The angels wait for your response, not with judgment, but with anticipation. They have seen what I have written over your life, and they rejoice because this moment is the beginning of its unveiling. My spirit has hovered over you through long nights of silence. I have walked beside you when you thought you were walking alone. I have whispered comfort in your pain and strength in your weakness. And tonight, I speak plainly. You are loved beyond measure. You are not forgotten. You are not too far gone. I come not to remind you of your failures, but to remind you of your purpose. I come not to weigh you down with guilt, but to lift you with grace. You are mine. You always have been. Nothing you have done, nothing you have faced, nothing you have lost has changed the truth. You belong to me. You are the one I left the 99 to find. You are the one for whom I crossed every distance to reach. That is why I am here now, because I heard the cry you did not even speak. This night was chosen. It is holy. Every distraction that tried to keep you from this message was an attempt by the enemy to silence what heaven wanted you to hear. But he failed. You are here. You are listening. And that means something is about to change. I am standing at the door of your heart, knocking softly, but with urgency. Open, my child. Do not shut me out again. Do not let fear or shame tell you that you are unworthy of this moment. You are exactly the one I came for. So stay with me. Stay until the end. Let every word sink deep into you. This is not just a message, it is a rescue, a healing, a renewal. The same power that raised me from the grave moves in these words, ready to awaken your heart again. You are on sacred ground, beloved. Heaven bends close as you listen. And I promise you this: if you will stay until the end, you will not leave the same way you came. For every word carries life, and every breath I speak tonight carries love meant only for you. Say, I belong to you alone, Jesus, if you've given him your future. My beloved child, this message could not wait. Heaven has been waiting for this exact moment since the beginning of your days. Long before you opened your eyes this morning, I had already written this encounter into the story of your life. This night was not an accident, not a coincidence, not a random interruption in your routine. It was written in heaven before you were born. Every breath you have taken today has been leading to this moment. You may have thought it was just another ordinary night, but nothing about this night is ordinary. The air around you carries eternity. The silence you feel is sacred. And I, your God, am here with you. I speak now because your heart has reached a place that could not wait another day. There are words I have been longing to say, truth you have needed to hear, and assignments I must awaken in you before time moves any further. My spirit has been whispering for days, weeks, even months, but the noise around you drowned out my voice. Tonight, I came to speak clearly, without the static of distraction, so that nothing I say will be missed. Heaven could not rest until you knew this truth. You are chosen, and I have not forgotten you. This message is not born of fear but of deliverance. I have come not to frighten you, but to save you from what has been trying to steal your peace. I have seen the battles that wage in your thoughts, the heaviness that has tried to anchor your soul, the quiet storms that no one else knows about. You have smiled when your spirit was exhausted, carried responsibilities that no one understood, and walked through days where even breathing felt like effort. But I am here to tell you that you are not meant to live beneath that weight. I have come to lift you from it. I have come to draw you into freedom again. This urgency you feel is not a warning of disaster. It is the pull of divine love moving in your favor. When I look at you, I see more than what you see in yourself. I see the original design, the child of purpose I created with care and intention. I see the potential I placed within you before you entered this world. I see the call that has not yet been fully awakened. The enemy has tried to bury it beneath discouragement, but he cannot erase what I have written. He has tried to drown your hope in noise, but my voice still rises above it. Heaven arranged this night because it is time for something within you to awaken again. There are dreams that have slept too long, promises you have nearly forgotten, prayers you have stopped praying because you thought the answers would never come. I have not ignored those prayers, my child. I have stored them. They have been rising before me like incense, and tonight I begin to move upon them. The waiting you have endured has not been in vain. It has been preparation for what is about to unfold. You may have asked me, Lord, why now? Why this moment? Because this is the exact moment your heart is ready to receive what it could not bear before. The pain, the questions, the delays, all of it has softened you to hear me deeply, not just with your ears but with your spirit. You are not who you were a year ago or even a month ago. The things that once distracted you no longer hold power. The things that once satisfied you no longer fill you. That emptiness you've been feeling, that subtle ache you couldn't explain, it was me creating space for something greater. I have orchestrated every detail to bring you here, to this moment of divine conversation. Every detour, every disappointment, every door that closed was not punishment, it was direction. You saw loss, but I saw protection. You saw delay, but I saw alignment. You thought you were walking in circles, but I was leading you through preparation. And now, the preparation is complete enough for me to speak plainly. This is your divine call. You have been chosen for more than survival. You were not created just to exist, to repeat days in quiet exhaustion. You were created to carry my presence, to reveal my heart, to walk in the authority of one who knows who they belong to. There is a fire within you that I am reigniting tonight. It may have dimmed under the pressures of life, but it never went out. My spirit had been guarding that flame, waiting for the right time to breathe on it again. A time is now. Please support our channel. Our mission is to fill your life with joy, peace, and devotion to God. If you feel blessed by our work, you can show your love by donating through Super Thanks. Every gesture of support means a lot to us. My child, do not mistake my urgency for anger. I am not angry with you. I am desperate for you. Desperate for you to know how deeply you are loved, how fiercely heaven fights for you, how much of your destiny is still waiting ahead. You have felt forgotten because people have overlooked you, but I have never taken my eyes off you. You have felt unworthy because of mistakes and missteps, but I have never changed my mind about you. The calling I placed upon your life is still alive, untouched by failure, unspoiled by time. This is why this message could not wait. There are things I must restore now before they fade further. Your promises hanging in the air, waiting for your yes. There are people whose lives will be touched by your obedience. There are divine moments ahead that depend on this encounter. If I waited any longer, the enemy would have built more walls of doubt around your heart. But I refuse to allow you to confusion or delay. I have broken through the noise of your world to meet you here. Heaven rejoices when one heart turns fully toward me, and tonight, the heavens are watching as you listen. The angels are still because this is sacred. They know what I know, that what happens in your heart tonight will echo in eternity. You are being called not just to believe again, but to live again, to hope again, to trust again. You are being called out of weariness into purpose, out of confusion into clarity, out of fear into strength. This divine call is my hand reaching for yours. You do not need to have all the answers. You do not need to understand every step. You only need to take the next one toward me. When I called fishermen, they left their nets without knowing the journey ahead. When I called prophets, they trembled but obeyed. When I called you, I knew what you were capable of even when you did not. You may think, I am too broken, too late, too tired, but I tell you now, you are exactly where I can use you most. Brokenness is not your disqualification. It is the doorway for my power to be made perfect. The reason I have come with such urgency is because the time for hiding is over. The time for questioning your worth is finished. The time for standing still is done. You have stood in the shadows of others long enough. I am calling you into the light of purpose. I am calling you to rise in strength you did not know you had. The same spirit that raised me from the dead is alive in you now. You are not powerless, my child. You are filled with heaven's breath. Do not fear what lies ahead. The path I have prepared is filled with grace for every step you take. You do not have to run, you only have to walk with me. I will teach you as you go, guide you when you stumble, and lift you when you fall. I do not expect fiction, I expect presence. Stay near me. Listen for my voice. Follow my peace, it will lead you where words cannot. You have been asking me for signs, for confirmation that I still have plans for you. My child, this message is your sign. This moment is your confirmation. Heaven itself bends low to tell you, you are still called, you are still chosen, you are still mine. The delay you have endured was not denial, it was divine timing. I have been aligning pieces you could not see, protecting promises you did not even know were at risk. And now, the moment has come for you to step forward. When I speak of urgency, it is not to fill you with fear, but to fill you with focus. I do not rush you. I ready you. I am removing distractions, shaking loose the chains that have bound your mind, and awakening your heart to hear me again. Every part of this night was planned with precision. Even the thoughts that led you here were guided by my hand. Heaven arranged this, and all of creation holds its breath as you decide how you will respond. So hear me clearly. I come not to frighten you, but to save you from what seeks to destroy your peace. The battle that has raged around you ends when you surrender fully to me. You have tried to fight on your own strength, but I am asking you to rest in mine. Lay down the weapons of worry and control. Take up the armor of faith and trust. I will defend you better than you could ever defend yourself. My beloved, you are standing on holy ground. This message was not written for everyone, it was written for you. Your name is engraved in every word. The call that echoes from my heart tonight is simple but powerful. Come closer. Do not run from this presence. Do not let fear make you retreat. You have waited long enough. I am here. I have come for you. And if you will open your heart to me fully, the chains of yesterday will break, and the dawn of your new beginning will rise before the night ends. You are chosen for this encounter. You are chosen for this season. You are chosen for the glory that will flow from your surrender. So lift your eyes, my child. Lift your heart. The heavens are open over you, and I, your God, have called you by name. This is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of your return to purpose. Stay with me, for every word that follows carries the breath of new life. My beloved child, heaven has sounded an alarm for your soul. The sound is not one that mortal ears can hear, but your spirit feels it even now, a holy stirring, a trembling deep within that you cannot explain. It is heaven calling you to awaken. It is the voice of eternity crying out over you, saying, "Rise, my child, before the night steals more of your peace." You have been drifting not out of rebellion, but out of weariness. You have been slipping into numbness, moving through your days as if under a fog, and heaven will not stay silent any longer. I could not let you continue without intervention, because I love you too deeply to watch your heart fade into quiet despair. There is a danger that grows not in loud rebellion, but in slow compromise. It begins subtly, like a whisper in the wind, small choices that seem harmless, distractions that seem ordinary, and soon, your spirit begins to fall asleep. You stop feeling me as clearly as you once did, and you think it is normal, but it is not. It is the slow dimming of your flame, and heaven sees it. I have watched as your prayers grew shorter, your hope a little quieter, your hunger for me replaced by things that do not satisfy. You have been surrounded by noise, voices, screens, endless thoughts, and in that noise, my whisper has been drowned. That is why I have come tonight, not to scold you, but to sound the alarm, to call your soul back from the edge of spiritual sleep. You are not lost, my beloved, but you are drifting, and drift always leads away from light if left unchecked. I have seen it in the way your heart has grown tired of waiting, in the way your faith has wavered when answers seem delayed. I have seen you begin to doubt whether your prayers still matter, whether your worship still reaches me. You have looked at the world and thought perhaps compromise would make life easier. But every small step away from me leaves the heart more exposed to shadows. The enemy has used subtlety, not force, to dull your discernment. He does not always attack with destruction. Sometimes he comes dressed in distraction, offering comfort that numbs instead of heals, peace that fades instead of stays. You have accepted less because you forgot how much I promised. Tonight I remind you, you are not meant for half-light. You are meant to burn bright. Right, yes, Lord, take all of me if you're ready to let go and trust Him. Heaven's alarm is not a sound of judgment, it is a call of rescue. Angels have been positioned around you, surrounding you even now, waiting for your agreement to move. They are not distant beings in far-off places. They are here, stationed at the borders of your life, shielding you from what you cannot see. Many times, the traps set against you were destroyed before they ever reached you. Many attacks were deflected in silence because your name was spoken in the courts of heaven. But even angels must wait for your awakening, for your cooperation, for your yes. They cannot move with full authority until you respond to this call. You are not powerless. Your obedience activates heaven's defense. Do you feel how the air has changed around you? It is not imagination. Heaven is pressing close. The stillness you feel now is holy. It is the pause before a divine move. Heaven's alarm has not come to frighten you, but to awaken you before greater harm reaches your heart. I have watched the creeping coldness that has tried to settle inside you. Once you burned with passion for my presence. You felt me everywhere in the rising sun, in quiet prayer, in every song of worship. But life has bruised you. Disappointment has whispered lies, and now you move cautiously, afraid to hope as boldly as before. You tell yourself you are fine, but your spirit knows something is missing. That awareness you feel right now is my spirit knocking again, calling you back into the warmth of real communion. The danger is not that you have fallen far, it is that you have stopped noticing the distance. That is why I could not wait another night to speak. Heaven will not stand by while you fade. You have assignments that cannot be fulfilled while your heart is half awake. There are people waiting for the light I placed in you, and if you stay dimmed, they will remain in darkness longer. The enemy knows this, which is why he attacks your focus. He knows that if he can tire you, distract you, or make you comfortable in mediocrity, he can delay destinies connected to you. But I am overturning his plans tonight. This message is heaven's intervention. You must shake yourself from the numbness that has wrapped around your spirit. You must awaken to the sound of my voice again. I am not asking you for perfect faith, only for willing ears. Let my words cut through the noise and reach you where no one else can. There is more for you, child, more joy, more peace, more purpose, but you cannot walk into it half asleep. The time for spiritual slumber has ended. You have lingered long enough in the middle ground, not cold but not burning. You are called to blaze, to shine, to stand as one who knows the living God. The angels standing near you hear my words even now. They wait with anticipation, their hands ready to move at my command. Some have stood guard over you for years, shielding you from harm when you did not even know danger was near. Every accident avoided, every night you made it through, every burden you somehow survived, those were moments of divine intervention. Yet this time is different. This is not just about protection, it is about awakening. They are waiting for you to rise, to lift your heart again, to step back into the light of obedience and intimacy. For when you awaken, they move. When you speak my name with faith, they act. When you align your life with my word, they surround you in strength. The urgency of heaven is not about punishment, it is about preservation. You have reached a turning point, and what you do now will shape what comes next. I am not here to condemn, but to protect. There is danger when the soul drifts too long in silence, for silence allows lies to grow louder. You have been listening to voices that sound like reason but carry the poison of doubt. You have entertained thoughts that whisper, "It's too late," or "It doesn't matter anymore." Those lies have wrapped around you like invisible chains, and tonight, I have come to break them. My voice is stronger than every whisper of darkness. One word from me carries more power than every lie of the enemy combined. And I am speaking that word over you now. Awake. Awake, my beloved. Awake to the truth that you are loved. Awake to the truth that you are not forgotten. Awake to the reality that I am still working in your life, even when you cannot see it. Awake to the fact that you carry purpose that hell cannot erase. Awake to the power that still lives inside you, the spirit that never left. You have let the world's weight make you heavy, but I am lifting that weight now. Heaven's alarm is shaking what needs to be shaken, not to destroy you, but to free you. I know how weary you have been. I know you are tired of the battles, tired of hoping, tired of trying to be strong. You think heaven has forgotten your name, but every sigh of yours has reached my throne. Every time you thought you were alone, angels stood beside you. Every time you whispered, "God, are you there?" I answered in ways you didn't yet recognize. My presence has never left your side. You have simply stopped looking for it. Now I call you to lift your eyes again. There is light breaking through even now, though you may not yet see its full glow. Do not fear the shaking you feel inside. It is the sound of chains loosening. Do not resist the stirring. It is the first sign of revival within you. My spirit is awakening things that have been buried. Dreams you thought were dead, hopes you thought were lost, prayers you thought were forgotten, they are all beginning to stir again. Heaven's alarm is not just a warning, it is also a promise. It means new life is coming. But you must respond. You cannot remain passive and expect the tide to change. I am offering you my hand tonight, but you must take it. I am offering you my strength, but you must let go of the crutches that have kept you comfortable in your weakness. I am offering you new peace, but you must release the distractions that keep you anxious. Heaven can protect you, but only you can choose to awaken. This is your moment, my child. Do not let it pass you by. Do not shrug off this stirring as emotion. It is not emotion, it is encounter. Is heaven reaching for you? The same love that died on the cross is now speaking your name. The same voice that called Lazarus from the grave is calling you out of spiritual slumber. The same power that parted seas is now parting the fog that has surrounded your heart. I tell you again, with the weight of heaven's authority, this message is heaven's intervention. If you could see what the enemy planned against you, you would fall to your knees in gratitude for this moment. If you could see what angels have prevented, you would understand why I came in such urgency. You have been preserved for purpose, protected for destiny, sustained for something greater. So rise, my beloved. Shake off the sleep. Step out of the fog. Let my light flood every corner of your being. Heaven is sounding its alarm not to frighten you, but to waken you into life again. You have not missed your chance. You have not been too far. You have only paused, and now it is time to move again. Let this night mark the turning point. Let this word be the beginning of your awakening. Heaven is watching, angels are ready, and I am calling. Respond, my child. Respond, for I have come to save you from what seeks to destroy your peace and to lead you into the life you were always meant to live. My beloved child, I am calling you to return. You have wandered far, not in body but in heart. You have drifted from the closeness we once shared, the quiet moments when you could sense my nearness in every breath. You have not abandoned me completely. You still whisper prayers, still think of me, still believe, but your heart has grown distant. The noise of life has become louder than my voice, and I have watched with sorrow as the world's distractions have pulled you further away from the peace you once knew. Yet even now, I am not angry. I do not call you back in wrath, but in mercy. My arms are still open, my heart is still tender, and my love for you has not changed. You may think you are too far gone, that the path back is too long or too difficult, but I tell you, the distance between us can be crossed in a single step. All I ask is that you turn your heart toward me again. I am not waiting for perfection. I am waiting for honesty. I am not seeking performance. I am seeking presence. You have run through many paths searching for peace, but every one of them has left you weary. Every promise the world made has ended in emptiness. You have chased after things that shine brightly for a moment but fade too soon. You have poured yourself out for approval, for security, for understanding, only to find yourself more tired than before. My beloved, come home to me, for I am the only rest your soul will ever find. I know how hard it hath been. I have watched you try to carry burdens too heavy for one heart to bear. I have seen you fight battles you never should have fought alone. I have seen how you've tried to keep going, smiling through the pain, pretending to be strong while your heart ached for relief. You've built walls around your heart to protect yourself from hurt, but those walls have also kept me out. You thought you were keeping pain away, but you were keeping peace away too. I stand outside those walls now, knocking softly. I do not force my way in. I wait for your invitation, your surrender, your simple whisper of, Lord, I need you again. Do not be afraid to come back. I know what you've done. I know where you've been. I know what thoughts have crossed your mind. I know the choices that left you ashamed and the mistakes you wish you could erase. And yet, I am not shocked by any of it. I am not disgusted. I am not distant, and I am not done with you. I have already paid the price for every sin, every failure, every broken promise. My blood was enough. When I died for you, I saw everything you would ever do, and I still said you were worth it. You do not need to clean yourself up before coming home. It is in coming home that you will be made clean. My mercy has not expired. My forgiveness has no limit. My grace still flows for you tonight, just as strong as the day you first believed. Do you remember when your heart used to burn with love for me? When you would talk to me about everything, not out of duty, but because you couldn't imagine going through the day without me? You used to sense my presence in small things: the sunrise, a gentle breeze, the quiet moments before sleep. You trusted me then, not because life was easy, but because you knew I was close. I want that closeness again. I want your laughter and your tears, your questions and your worship, your silence and your song. I want you, not a perfect version of you, not a version that looks holy in the eyes of others, but you as you are, right now. The world has tried to convince you that I am harsh, that returning to me means giving up freedom or joy. But those are lies born from fear. The only freedom that truly satisfies is the kind that exists in my presence. Every other kind fades, leaving only chains disguised as choices. You have tasted the world's version of joy. It excites for a moment but leaves you emptier than before. The joy I give remains. It does not depend on circumstances, approval, or possessions. It flows from within, from knowing you are loved by me without condition. Comment you are worthy of my every breath. Father, if your soul rises in praise, and share this video.